So my name's Abbie. I am the Client Success Coordinator here at Location East. I've been in the role for approximately 4 months since we first opened back in October, November time. So how I've come to this industry, I studied a degree for 3 years, not really knowing what direction I wanted to go in. And after completing my degree, I was then considering where I wanted to go. The opportunity presented itself to join Location East and the industry, and I took it on board. I thought it's something I can definitely take on. It's a great industry that actually doesn't require you to have any experience, very much invested in you and training and developing you to be the best you can be, and that's where I am now. You obviously know what is to expect to a degree. I think there's definitely a lot more going on than I anticipated. There's just a lot more to get your head around that goes on in between what you probably think goes on. A lot of people think you join this industry and you're going to just go out straight away on viewings, but I knew that wasn't the case anyway. I knew I'd mainly be admin and dealing with inquiries, and then training up and 6 months down the line or something, then go out and do the sales side. So I knew that was coming. So I've enjoyed learning. Like I said, you can't come into this without acknowledging what there is to learn and how much there is to learn. I've enjoyed learning the different areas that I haven't covered. So I've obviously studied a psychology degree, but it's completely different to what I'm studying now. But I don't have a problem with that. It's always good to keep learning. I've enjoyed actually sort of speaking to a lot of people. Obviously we have sales going through, and I do speak to those people about what's going on, and it's a big thing for them. So it's nice to have that personal level where I can be a part of their journey. I think that's something I've enjoyed, which maybe I hadn't appreciated so much before coming into this area. So I think at the same time, what has been good has possibly not been so good as well. Of course, like I said, it's something huge for them to find a new home, and not everything goes to plan. For some people, of course, there's some people that really like their dream home coming up, but they just don't quite get in there and get it because of various reasons. And I think it's disappointing that I sense their disappointment. But yeah, it's just considering everyone's perspective, I think, but that comes with the job. And as long as we're professional and pleasant to everyone and trying to help anyone in the best way we can, then that's something to remember. I think a couple of weeks in, just for my own benefit, I carried out the estate agency diploma course online. So I went on to Key Skills Academy online. They have a number of courses which you can pay for, and you get a certificate at the end of it. I wanted to do that for my own benefit, coming into the industry completely unaware of what was possibly involved. So I signed up to that myself, completed it just before Christmas. So it took sort of a month or 6 weeks or so, but it's given me that background coming in, knowing what to expect and what theory to have to put in place going forward, really. So I'd recommend doing that for anyone. So I think one of the most important qualities to have is determination. I think I've realised how much there is to do or to take on, especially being a complete beginner. I'd say you need to be self-disciplined as well. Understand that there's late hours, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to take on, a lot to follow up, but definitely worth it. I just think as long as you know what you want and where you're going, then you don't mind putting in the work, you don't mind putting in the hours. So yeah, I think that's really important. You also need to be a people person. Big part of my job is talking to people, catching up with people, how they're getting on, whether they found a new home, if we can help. I think you just got to be able to hold a conversation, really, and be a bit relatable. We've got a really good team that I can ask any questions to anytime if I ever need any help. Of course, a lot of them are in London, but I know they're only a phone call or email away, and I've had to take that on board a few times. And most of my training, I think, has come from the women in particular in the London office as well. Like I said, more than happy to help me out and and be at the end of the phone when I need them, even for the smallest problem or the biggest problem. Yeah, and it's nice to have that, I think, within a small business that's just started up, knowing that help is there whenever I need it. So this industry is, incredible. It's offered me so much already, and there's still so much to learn and progress. It's definitely going to be a career for a long time for me. Anyone that wants to learn, progress, really get involved in something that's not afraid to dedicate some time to, definitely go for it.